Me and my teammate set up a fort by the supply drop location. Immediately, the largest team on the server came to make peace negotiations. So we were already on edge when we noticed the full combat armor and 9 stacks of rifle ammo.
Candy!
He's joking. He's joking.
Then things got even worse when we tried to explain to them that this fort was ours and they couldn't have it. But I don't think their commander could control them, so they all kept interrupting each other.
Shut up, please. Shut up.
How about
Shut up.
we do this?
Shut up. No, let me talk!
Then they tried to lure us out of our fort in an obvious trap.
May we see you, please? Wait 1 second.
If we're not gonna discuss this through trade, how about we go with this? You cannot win a war against the entire server. I'm telling you, you can.
Then after they couldn't bribe us, they threatened us before sneaking back to have a private meeting.
No, come here.
That's the
Come
spawn.
Come here.
shop.
Come here. No, come here. Be quick.
Two of them down and one unaccounted for. I sent my teammate to go collect the loot while I kept an eye out. Then we escaped our outpost and hid the loot in our actual base before returning. Then the enemy returned later and their leader negotiated a peace where we kept their armor as insurance and we gave them back some rifles.
That was not my words. I know, I didn't know who it was. Yeah, no, I think it was Donald Duck.
On top of that, we also found out he didn't even know which one of his soldiers had threatened us. The next day I came across 2 strange creatures. I then asked them one question. You see, the previous day, we had made a treaty with them not to attack us until 2 more days, but they refused to respond to our messages. So finding out these starter guys were new recruits to their team, I held them hostage until I got an answer. Then we met yet another teammate of theirs, but this time he was armed, so we needed to be careful and get out of here quick. Then the new recruit told me that the leader was planning an ambush soon, and the day after, I got a message from a player whose base had been raided by the people I just talked to. So they hired me to track the invaders down. I then found their leader living where all the players spawned, and then I interrogated them while the client who paid me to find them approached. He kinda hired me to track down who entered his base. Okay, but like, doesn't just walking into random people's base seem like a little like it could get you into some trouble, you know? I was about to leave until I found out the team who raided us were keeping their base a secret from the new players joining them. So that's why the new players raided our client's base, because they thought it was their own team's base. With that being cleared up, the one question remaining in everyone's mind was, where is our enemy base located? Then we went out searching, only to have our position given away by some homeless dude. So we gave him a warning shot, not to give our position away again. When we returned to our own base, we found that someone had been watching it for a while, by the way the dirt was stacked to make a den for anyone scouting out the base. We now knew the enemy team was active nearby, so we made a secret stash away from our base to store our valuables. And on my way back, after our teammates left, I spotted the enemies within our base, so we followed them in hopes that they'd lead us to their base. However, we had to break visual contact to cross the river, or else we'd be spotted, and after trying to spot them again, I couldn't find them. When we returned back to our fort at the supply drop, we also found a secret tunnel into our base, poorly disguised in our well. So we took extra security measures at both of our bases to make breaking in harder, before returning to hold a stakeout in the secret room. Unfortunately, no one showed up, so we didn't catch anyone. The next day, as I was leaving, the leader of the enemy team shows up with no armor. So has Twiggy shown you the pictures of me watching all 3 of you walk into our house, infiltrate, steal everything, then she admits to stealing everything, then walks out of it at all yet? Has she told you that yet? I feel like your cover story is kind of blown a little bit right now.
Yeah, but I don't have anything right now.
Yeah, I
That's the
think it's
problem.
best we keep it that way, actually, because Apocalypse is starting tomorrow, so if you don't have any loot for the Apocalypse, I think we just kind of win this one, right? Like, not much you can do at that point.
Don't swing your gun around, please.
Okay, I'll just keep it pointed on you then.
But the thing is, Twiggy got my loot, so I can retrieve my loot.
Alright, how about you lead us to Twiggy, and then we'll get him.
He's gonna give it back to me.
If they're gonna give it back to you, then why should I let you go? Why not just hold you prisoner forever?
Bye.
What do you mean bye if you're just gonna come back 5 minutes later? While we were interrogating the enemy for a second time, the rest of the server that weren't already spies for us asked to join us. Except for like that whole part where I caught you guys on video entering our castle, and then Twiggy proceeded to tell us where he stole all of our items. Except for that whole part, you didn't do anything.
Valuable.
Except the shulker box that Twiggy specifically said you guys stole. Shortly after removing the enemy a second time, one of the enemy soldiers tried to ambush me. Okay, which one of your friends is trying to murder me?
Leave him alone.
If he stops shooting at me, I'll stop shooting at him. Oh, it's Twiggy. Okay, got him. Having the situation under control, I called in my teammate to help me remove the loot safely. Oh, I heard a gunshot. Was that you? Oh, I'm being shot at. That's you. Okay, that's peace, peace. Alright. With the loot secured, we headed back to our supply drop base to hire this new recruit. Then we called all the enemies to our base for a peace negotiation. Oh, enemy spotted. I see why Twiggy didn't want to come. I see, who's that? Alright. Yo, why is your teammate trying to ambush us?
1 second.
Okay, yeah, he confirms his teammate is trying to ambush us.
No. Don't shoot. Don't shoot. He isn't trying to ambush.
Well, if he's not here, that makes it look really suspicious like he's trying to ambush us. I'd like to hear your proposition on why we should peace with you guys when you guys raided our base. Well, we called you guys here because you guys, evidently by having nothing and constantly showing up at our base, wanted some sort of peace or something. I mean, if you don't want peace, that's fine, but... You got 3 people pointing... Yes, we do have 3 people pointing guns, because the last time you were here, you brought 9 stacks of rifle ammo for automatic rifles to shoot at us, and then branched off and then started building cover. But anyways, why should we make peace instead of just hunting you down and stealing all your stuff? You guys raided it last session, remember? I have video footage of you guys raiding our base. These are both our bases, by the way. I have video footage of you guys raiding it. The "we didn't raid it" argument only works when they didn't see it.
Because I need to show a secret.
You mean the secret base you have beneath our water fountain that we found 3 sessions ago? I feel like we may have already found that base. I'm not gonna lie.
Ah, that's not good.
There's a different one. This is a very real thing. There's definitely a different one, and this isn't a trap to let people into our base and divide us up to attack us. This is like trying to make a peace deal with Peppa Pig. Oh yeah, and you set your spawn and then showed up to our house unannounced for a definitely not planned assault mission, and then you proceeded to show up to our fort and tried to kill us. He says the reason his spawn was set in our fort was not because he accidentally set his his spawn in our fort, but it was because he accidentally failed to loot our base and steal our money. And so as a result, he accidentally set his spawn inside of our base. I see. So this is like when you tried to throw all of our spies off your team? Is that just like all of the new players get that treatment, or?
It can be.
Who is the spy?
You mean the spies? Literally everyone you added on your team except Scooby and Twiggy are spies. Even the ones you haven't written down on the thing. We contacted every single one of them.
Like, who told you the coordinates?
Oh, I followed you guys home. That's why I didn't shoot, so you guys would walk back to your own base. We'd like maybe diamond chestplate, diamond leggings, diamond boots, and any ammo you may have on your persons.
You can just name everything now.
I got some gun.
Oh, I can take the rifle too if you want.
No, don't take the rifle, please.
Do I keep my helmet?
You can keep the iron helmet. We don't really need that. You're broke anyways. We'll do some charity for the poor here. Yeah, that guy. And then just put everything they have in the chest. We'll give everything back except what we demanded from them. Anyways, so this stuff in this chest here is stuff that you and Twiggy can keep. Yeah.
What if I want to join you guys?
Well, I mean, I guess I would have to install like some zombie mod or something for the apocalypse. Or maybe I just go solo and try to get everyone, but we can definitely accept applications if you're interested. Right now we have a bit of a problem. Everyone on the server is either on our team, a spy for our team, or neutral with our team. we gotta make some sort of content.
It's 2 days I found. Just have a blast, I guess, mate.
So with 1 day left before the border moved in, me and the enemy leader teamed up to attack the entire rest of the server for the Doomsday event, where all players would only get 1 life. I never actually had any cords to anyone's base, nor did I have any idea where it was. I just followed people, took a screenshot of them, and then used it to get them to bluff into telling me where their base was. Our first move was to collect available resources to arm up, so we yoinked the old enemy base, and I made an LMG and a scope for it. Then we set up an attack outpost out of the enemy's sight before grabbing the supplies from the other enemy base that I used to make 2,000 bullets. Then the day of the battle came. While scouting, we noticed they had tried to upgrade their base, but instead added a bunch of lava that won't do anything to us, but does pose a hazard to them. While scouting, I also discovered a third team consisting of 1 guy with a pistol above them. Though my teammate still wasn't online yet, I decided to open fire. Then I got ambushed by a zombie horde. Before firing again. Then we decided to reposition for another ambush while the mobs continued to be a constant difficulty. And with that, before our teammate had even logged on, we got the first one of their army. Then our teammate logged on, so we went back up the mountain and regrouped before opening fire with our teammate. Then I purled closer, but while our enemies were trying to hit my teammate, they accidentally shot their own teammate. I stalked the base for a bit before infiltrating the second floor. Then I saw the opportunity to attack. However, once I had died, our teammate was blown up by a creeper, whilst the third party with the pistol snuck into the enemy base and ambushed the last survivor of the enemy team who survived. Until they burned themselves to death by accident. I told you the lava base was a mistake. So with the only survivor dying, the real winners are just the people who never showed up. So if you do like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Check out Season 2 of the Fire Team SMP here, and I will see you guys later.